Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts 2 commentary. And, yeah, surprising of Hercules' strength, but then again, the Rock Titan was kind of a bit pish-weak in Kingdom Hearts 1, so no wonder he can throw it out of the way in that anime pixie dust thing. Yeah, we're back to the Olympus Coliseum, but we might be going a little bit darker than you might expect.
Huh? Are you sure this is the Colosseum?
It's that way!
Oh, guess we were a little off. Heartless!
Now, you might think we'd have to rescue this woman from the Heartless, but, no, it's literally just as simple as approaching her and pressing the triangle button. Kind of odd that they don't do anything. We're gonna learn who she is in a little bit, but is she meant to be a god of some sort? Or goddess, I should say? I really don't know, but, anyway. Let's meet some new friends.
Thanks, but I'm fine. And you're supposed to be?
I'm Sora. He's Donald, and that's Goofy. We came to see how Hercules is doing.
You know Wonder Boy?
Yeah, 'cause we're heroes too!
You mean Junior Heroes, Donald?
Looks like we have a friend in common. Name's Megara. My friends call me Meg.
Now, insofar as trivia is concerned, I believe they did actually get Megara's original voice actress from the movie, and holy hot damn, that is a sultry voice. Like, I mean, I'm not even saying this to be perverted, really, it just... I don't know, it's a really fitting voice for the character, I find. And speaking of voice actor trivia, also returning from the original movie is, shit, I'm trying to remember what his name was. Oh god, I can't remember, but basically they also got the original Hercules voice actor from the film itself. I'm trying to remember his name, because in Kingdom Hearts 1 they didn't get him back. I think it was Sean Astin, who was Sam from Lord of the Rings. So, yeah. I don't know, I guess maybe schedules cleared up and the originals were available? I don't know. Anyway. At this point we're basically heading off to... well, find Hades, I suppose. Can't really remember the reason why. Maybe I should be paying attention to the dialogue, but my brain is a little bit on another planet. Another world. Again, I really don't know if this is meant to be following any sort of plot in the movie. Would help if I fucking seen it, which again, as I mentioned previously, I do kind of want to at this point, because, again, we get to not only explore the Olympus Coliseum, as we have before, but we also get to travel around the Underworld. And again, I must say about the Hercules movie, like, I mean, say what you will about its accuracy to the Grecian myths, but the art design for this world in particular is incredibly strong, and it is... again, it is really palpable and honestly quite beautiful. Like, I mean, again, you get to see more of Thebes in Kingdom Hearts 3, a little bit more in Birth by Sleep, but again, the fact that it's literally just a room doesn't really help matters all that much. But I don't know, this is a really beautiful looking world, and again, even in terms of story, you do get a lot more facets at play, because again, with this being a returning world, you also have the likes of Hades, who has dealt with Keyblade wielders before. Perhaps even more than one might think. But again, that's all we'll see a little bit later. And again, like, I mean, this is a partition where I think Kingdom Hearts 2's linear design does actually kind of help focus it a little bit, because again, we're traveling throughout the Underworld and... I don't know, like, there's a real sense of journeying throughout these underground caves. But again, as you might be noticing with the drive gauge, there are also a few gameplay facets, because you might be noticing that the drive gauge, it's all chained up. Who was that mysterious guy? Could he be responsible for chaining up our drive gauge? Well, now we pretty much have to follow him. Because if the organization's here, that means there's bad news. And speaking of bad news, if you're wondering why I'm a little bit more random this part, it's because my phone's out of battery. So I'm pretty much just relying on commentary alone. Yeah, also kind of bizarre, they have the lances from Beast's Castle here. I mean, I suppose they considered it fitting enough, or they just wanted to reuse a heartless enemy type. By the way, you don't need to deflect these, I mean, Like, the most those falling rocks are really going to do is, like, pip damage, so, again, you don't really have to worry about it too much. But again, more heartless, more fighting, and, more treasure chests to find. But again, like, I mean, artistry aside, I don't know. It's, just a world that I really like. Let's see, and have the AP boosts, which again, if you're going to be continuing a Kingdom Hearts 1 mindset, whenever you get stuff like a magic boost, power boost, or, again, AP boost, it's pretty much all for one and all for Sora. So again, if you waste your items on Donald and Goofy, well, they'll be a little bit more buffed up, but Sora will be weak. And I mean, even then, I think if you're going to be going for like a weakened Sora run anyway, as some people are wont to do, critical mode pretty much has you covered with like the 0 EXP kind of thing. By the way, that was the Goofy Turbo Slide. He pretty much just rides around on his shield, which I suppose is probably get into that as well. Yeah, Donald and Goofy also have returning abilities, although some of them I think are new. Like the Goofy Shield Slide is pretty much one that he does on his own. And actually becomes like a more important gameplay facet in Kingdom Hearts 3, where it basically becomes like a sled storm kind of game. But anyway... there's a cutscene coming up, so I can't talk about additional Donald and Goofy things. That would be fun to talk about, although then again, even in that case, we probably wouldn't be showing it off until worlds later anyway, so
Run away!
Okay.
Seems like a bit of a coward disorganization member, but we ain't got times to talk about hims, because now we have the Absent Silhouettes. Now again, you might be recognizing that book, because it once belonged to Zexion the Sexy One. I believe the Absent Silhouettes are Final Mix exclusive. I might be wrong about this, but, I don't know, I'll look up and correct it later if I can. But yeah, basically pretty much your way of having, you know, classic Kingdom Hearts combat scenarios with the boss fights from Chain of Memories. So again, you see Zexion's right there. They completely rejig his boss fight from Chain of Memories when you fought him as Riku, except this time you can fight him as Sora with a lot more abilities. Again, you probably want to do them a bit later on when you have a little bit more power and techniques to your person, but at the same time though, the Absent Silhouette boss fights are fun, and I am going to be showing all of them off. I'm going to be completing them. And again, it's part of the reason why I didn't really bother showing off the Organization data battles. Mainly because of the fact that, again, it's content you've already seen before, since that also covers the other game's bosses. But, in turn, well, yeah, they're difficult and I haven't beaten all of them yet.
Where do they dig these freaks up? Jeez Louise.
Oh, they're nothing but trouble, the whole lot of them. So, what are you gonna do about Hercules? He's made mincemeat out of every fighter you sent at him. Pretty soon, the Underworld's gonna be standing room only. Say, why don't you just pick somebody already dead and save him the trouble?
Dead. Dead is good. And I know just the warrior.
I'm scared too, Donald.
Hades, come out!
By the way, that shot of Sora right there, fucking beautiful. Especially with the background view of Hades' inner sanctum. Like, honestly, the Valley of the Dead especially, god damn, this place is fucking beautiful, man. And look at that whirlpool of the dead down below. Again, I really want to see this movie right now. But anyway, it's pretty much just a long stretch of pathways which will in no way be used for a context-sensitive to context boss-ish scenario with a new party member that may be a bit more final of a fantasy. Because this is his story, and we'll be a part of it. To kind of pad out the runtime a little bit more, I've actually been watching Keegan Stormblade's Final Fantasy X run-through. And I've been quite enjoying it, actually. I mean, if on the off chance he happens to be watching this, which I know he has, keep it up, man. Your commentary is interesting, it's funny, and again, I'm really enjoying the run-through of Final Fantasy X. Kinda gives me the urge to play the game again, to be honest, which I haven't done for quite some time. But again, speaking of Final Fantasy X, we'll be getting to that in a little bit, because, we got some returning characters, and you might be thinking that it might be Titus, but, no. Someone else.
By the by, what's down there?
Just the Underworld's deepest dungeon. This time I'm bringing out the mother of all bad guys.
You don't say. Well, maybe I should go.
Let's cut to the chase. Here's the deal I'm gonna offer you. I let you out of the slammer. No strings. You'll be free as a bird. And all for one little job. Fight Hercules in the Colosseum to the death.
This is my story, and you're not part of it.
Did you forget who you're talking to? I am the Lord of the Dead!
No wonder no one wants to die.
You are fired!
Hades!
You again?
Fight!
Get up!
Yes, indeedy, we have to defend Auron from Final Fantasy X. And you know what, it's really telling about how great of an impact a character can have with like a very small amount of screen time, but Auron pulls it off. But we got bigger problems.
Something's wrong.
I feel kind of funny.
That's right! See, that's the thing. In the Underworld, heroes are zeros. Comes with the territory.
Go now!
But I've got to talk to Hades.
What was that?
Can't fight him here. We have to go. Now!
Again, like, I mean, yeah, not only that, we also get Auron as a party member. One of the few examples of a Final Fantasy character actually joining us, which, again, I really think the series should do a little bit more often. Like, I mean, not only do you get limit breaks, but you also get to see what abilities he has. Again, reminiscent of his Final Fantasy X self, and honest to God, it's fantastic having Auron along for the ride with us. His character is handled reasonably well here, and again, while we don't really get to learn that much about the Kingdom Hearts incarnation of him, again, bearing in mind that the Kingdom Hearts incarnation of Final Fantasy characters are different from their original games, I don't know, like, they do it very similar in spirit to the Final Fantasy X incarnation, and I don't know, it's really sweet to see. But yeah, as you can no doubt tell, in the Underworld, Hades is invincible, so basically you have to kill a set amount of heartless, run away, run away, run away, run away. And again, no matter how many times you unleash the limit break with Auron, yeah, you pretty much just have to spin around and, well, just do a bunch of shit. Oh yeah, here we go. Mwah, beautiful. Sin won't stand a chance against Sora and Auron. But, yeah, anyway. It's pretty much just run away, eventually get stopped by the beat-em-up curse-seal wall things, and then basically you're just gonna stop and go, do it again, bibbity-bop, bibbity-bop, bibbity-bibbity-bibbity-bop, and, Lance Tug. It's about as simple as it gets. Again, Hades is pretty much just gonna chase you around and, you know, patter about, so again, you can't really do anything to him at all, so just run for it, really.
But
Sorry, just had lunch, and that's why I'm burping a lot. I will say, though, that I also do really happen to like Auron's Limit Break. Great AoE attacks, very powerful. Again, it's kind of saddening that you only get to use him in this world. I would have loved to have taken him with us, but alas, Sora doesn't need a Guardian. Although, again, like, I mean, I can imagine if they did more with the Destiny Islands Final Fantasy characters, he probably would have been accompanying Titus. Or I don't know, actually, like, I mean, maybe if Selphie, Titus, and Waka were, like, a Kingdom Hearts party of their own, maybe Auron could have been, like, a, you know, like a guide to him. Sadness, potential, gone. Skully is sad now. But in any case, we're almost to the end. One more boss fight to go. I don't know. Again, we've got a lot more to do with the Olympus Coliseum, and we'll be seeing that next time. So on that note, I am Solidus-Skully, keeping new metal. And next time on the Kingdom Hearts 2 commentary, we catch our breath.
You're really good. Are you some kind of hero?
No, I'm no hero. I'm just an...
Huh?
Orin.
Huh?
My name.
I'm Sora.
Donald!
Goofy!
Whoa!
It seems we were fated to meet. Maybe you need a guardian.
Guardian? Thanks, but no thanks.